welcome back. Did y'all miss me? So today I thought I would discuss something that I get asked a lot, and that is, what is it like living in Korea? What is so different about living in Korea than living here in America? What was hard for you to adjust to? What are some things I can expect myself? And I thought I would discuss some of that with you. So these things, some of them could be considered culture shock. Some of them could just be considered difference of feelings, thoughts. I don't really know, but anyway, they're just different. The first thing is something that I think most people might struggle with, especially me, growing up with a mom who was anti-germ, always wash your hands, always having hand sanitizer. Okay, so this thing is, people in Korea tend to just cough and sneeze out into the open. Yes, you heard me right. You could be walking down the street, you could be sitting in the classroom, you could be sitting on the bus, and then the person next to you I'm not even exaggerating. I wish I could be. I remember I was sitting up in the spa after showering from working out, and I started hearing this person sneezing. So I looked over. It was a woman doing her face or her hair in the mirror, and this is the mirror, okay, right in front of me. This is a mirror. Straight at the mirror. And for me, it's hard because, you know, I was always taught, cover your mouth, you know, something, anything, and it's just not a thing here. And for the most part, a lot of people do wear the masks, whether it's if they're getting sick or just because of the air quality. So sometimes I can be caught using that, but usually no, just out to the open. So if germs are a problem for you, not just that, there is something else you have to be aware of, and that is the bathrooms, public bathrooms. There is probably a 50% chance that there won't be any soap in the bathrooms. No soap. If there is soap, it'll be like a bar soap. No, like liquid soap. Some places do have the liquid soap. I don't even think that nobody has liquid soap, but a lot of times there's actually no soap at all. And with no soap comes no toilet paper. So one thing you really need to be aware of when traveling or living in Korea is you probably need to carry tissue with you at all times, because trust me, whenever you go to the bathroom and then you realize you have no toilet paper, or before you go to the bathroom and you're running and you have to pee so bad, and then you go into the bathroom, there's no toilet paper, there's no dispenser, there's nobody around, and you have to make the decision. Do you go to the bathroom with no toilet paper, or do you hold it and try to go somewhere and find toilet paper? Up to you. I guess it depends on the emergency. I'm sorry. Okay, so to recap, coughing and sneezing into the open air all around you. A lot of times no soap and no toilet paper. So always carry hand sanitizer and tissues with you. You also become a really great friend with those around you. So another thing that I had to get used to was like the night culture here in Korea. So in America, I was not a night person at all. I was an early bird. A morning owl? No, night owl. Early bird. Okay, so I was an early bird. Early to bed, early to rise. My roommates can account for this. I would go to bed around like 9:30 or 10 o'clock every night, and then I would wake up even on the weekends around 7 or 8. But here in Korea, people tend to stay out later, and even the shops and things don't open up that early. So for me, something I still struggle with to this day is the times that things open, including coffee shops. So you would think coffee shops, coffee in the morning. No. Most coffee shops don't open until 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm waking up early to go to work at like 6 or 7. I want my coffee, right? But no. There is a coffee shop, Tulejour, as it is pronounced here in Korea. Tulejour, Tulejour, Tulejour. I don't speak French. Anyway, it opens up at 8. So whenever I go into school, I can get coffee there, but that is the only place that opens up before 9 o'clock. So the difference is that they stay open until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and that's because most of the coffee shops are also dessert shops, so with the bingsu or anything else, so they stay open later. But yeah, so that was a pretty big struggle for me, because I feel like in America most places open really early in the day, like especially coffee shops, like maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 at least, right? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. Okay, so with night culture comes drinking. And drinking is a really big part of the culture here. I know that seems weird to say, but it is. And I think it's funny because it's very common for hueshiks, or like company dinner, so you'll see big groups of people after work going to dinners together, and they drink. And if you're a teacher here, you're probably going to do that with your schools, so be prepared. But they don't do this on like a Friday night, right? No, they do it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll be walking home, and it'll be like, I don't know, 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night. I'll be walking home, and I'll turn, and I'll see a group of people, like older men, stumbling down the sidewalk because they were at a hueshik and they were drinking. Tuesday night. But yeah, so that's really common. Which I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit different than America. But yeah. Chopsticks and rice. So every meal, chopsticks and rice. Okay, that's an exaggeration. But really though, almost every meal you'll have rice. Which, at first, it was really hard for me. During my orientation with EPIK, they gave us rice at every meal. I'm thinking, okay, this isn't really what it's like. It is. And at first I was like, I cannot eat rice for every meal. But now I can. I know it sounds weird, but I actually, like, sometimes I feel like I need to have the rice. Like, if I don't have rice, I'm thinking, where's my rice? I really need some rice right now. Also chopsticks. So, forks aren't really a thing. Spoons and chopsticks. Almost everything you eat here, you could eat with a spoon and a chopstick. And a pair of scissors, right? Because there's always scissors there. But spoon and chopsticks. And it's actually really true. And sometimes I feel like it's easier to eat some things with chopsticks than with this fork. Things I would normally eat with a fork, I eat with a chopstick now. And no different. It's super easy. Yeah, so I would suggest, if you haven't already started practicing using chopsticks, practice using chopsticks. You might be able to get a fork at a restaurant, but it might be difficult. You're either going to have a spoon or chopsticks. Chopsticks really aren't that hard, so just practice. Go to your local sushi place and get sushi and just practice picking up the sushi rolls with your chopsticks. That's what I did. It works. And move to the rice, because rice is easy to eat with chopsticks. And then later, get noodles. Noodles are really hard. Noodles were the struggle for me with my chopstick usage. So start with noodles. Start with ramen, which is easier because it's like the wavy noodles, so it's easier to grip. And just like work your way up. Okay, so that's about it. Those were some of the big differences and biggest changes for me that I still sometimes struggle with. But if you're going to be traveling to Korea, or going to be moving to Korea, or just interested in Korean culture and the differences between West Virginian culture in America and South Korea, then I hope this helped a little bit. Yeah, so